football here at Bob Schnitzler Field here in Battle Creek, Nebraska, as we see the Battle Creek Braves take on the O'Neill Eagles tonight. Luke, we're going to have a pretty good matchup tonight. Battle Creek so far this is 2 on the year. O'Neill is sitting at 1-5, not entirely where they wanted to be, but they're starting to pick up steam a little bit. And so what is O'Neill going to have to do if they want to break the 4-game losing streak tonight, just to break the losing streak and beat the Braves tonight?
I feel like O'Neill's going to have to focus on their pass game. Their passing game is the biggest part of their offense. Quarterback Mason Walsh, 1,038 yards on the year, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions with a QBR rating of 84. Landon Clausen, number 1 wide receiver, 17 receptions, 327 yards, 2 touchdowns. I feel like if O'Neill wants a chance against Battle Creek, they are going to need to focus on the pass game. And on the other side of the ball for Battle Creek, they are really going to have to focus on that run game. Their run game is the strongest part of their offense. Starting running back Rich Brower, 55 carries, 117 yards, 4.7 yards a carry. Number 1 running back Reese Bodie, 69 carries, 1,127 yards, 6.7 yards a carry, 15 touchdowns on the year. And you have Jace Menke, big man on the right tackle, 6'5", 215 senior. A lot of seniors and juniors on the Battle Creek field tonight.
Yeah, look, I'm going to have to agree with you 100% on all of that. That Battle Creek so far this year, I think their main strength has been rushing through Reese Bodie. He has 169 carries actually this year, amassing over 1,100 yards. And you know what, I think tonight we're going to get another great performance from him. So it's going to be up to O'Neill that if they want to come out of tonight with a win, they're going to have to stop Reese Bodie. They're going to have to stop the right side run, and they're going to have to make sure that they can keep Jace Menke on the DL. Since he is a big dude, he is the biggest Battle Creek player standing at a whopping 6'5". That's pretty big, and especially for right tackle. And I think that them, Jace and Reese, working together so far this year, it has helped out Battle Creek a lot. And I think that that's one of the main reasons why Battle Creek is at 4-2. And I just wanted to go back and talk about O'Neill a little bit. Like you said, O'Neill, the rushing game hasn't always been there this year, but so far they are averaging 173 pass yards a game, all thanks to Mason Walsh and Landon Claassen, Brady Sidak, who's unfortunately not playing tonight, Keegan Moore and Sean Coventry. They have all kind of been there for Mason so far this year, and like you said, 1,000 yards passing, that is pretty good, especially for Class C1. So I can't wait just to see how tonight's game is going to go, Luke. I think it's going to be a really good matchup, especially on this nice warm October. I think with fall, everyone's kind of expecting it to start cooling down. I think the max temperature today got up to 85, especially when we first got here. Yes, when we first got here, it was 86 degrees, but after checking the weather one last time before we came live, looking at 77 degrees at kickoff, and that will be at 7 p.m. Well, that's all I have for you right now. We're going to take a quick break, or actually, we're going to bring it to the Star Spangled Banner. Star Spangled Banner It sounds really good and always brings up that Friday night football atmosphere. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll get the start of the game and the kickoff right here on Hawk TV.
When you come here, you're just blown away by all the opportunities that there are here. They have sports and they have student activities all the time. There are so many things to do. I came out with a lot of friends, a lot of experiences that I never would have done. I feel like I'm ready to take on the world. My name is Angela, and I started my success at Northeast Community College.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back here on the Hawk Sports Network. We came back right before kickoff. Number 84, Mason Mink kicking off for Battle Creek today. Booming kick. Mason Mink averages
Eagles, number 28, Levi Drucke.
good amount of yards per kick. That one was picked up out at about the 15. Taken down by a couple of Braves. Back there is number 20, Turner Jussel.
On the kickoff return.
Turner Jussel, he averages around 17 yards per return, but that one he only got a couple. So O'Neill has the ball first today. They have won the toss, and I think, like tonight, like you said before, we're going to be seeing a lot of passing coming out from Mason Walsh.
I feel like there will be a lot of passing tonight. O'Neill has been the best on the ground. I feel like on this first drive, we are going to be seeing Mason Walsh just coming out, guns blazing, just throwing it all around the field.
Man in motion. Walsh steps back, hands it right off to the inside to... Ball is loose. Couldn't see who he handed it off to, but the ball is loose.
By the Eagles.
It is recovered by O'Neill, though.
Landon Clausen.
Recovered by Landon Clausen.
Ball was spotted at the Eagles 24. Gain of 5 on the play brings up second down and 5 for the Eagles.
That was almost a bad start for O'Neill on that one.
Seemed like he just juggled the ball. Seemed like he just juggled the ball on the handoff from the quarterback.
Number 14, Fabian Acevedo in the backfield. Man in motion, number 20, across Turner Jussel. Hands it off to the man in motion, Turner Jussel. Turner Jussel trying to find an open hole. Can't find anything open. Stuffed right at the line of scrimmage by a couple of Braves. I don't think he gained any yards on that one.
And on the tackle for the Braves, number 54, Ben Wynant.
Battle Creek is all over the O'Neill run game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a pass to the right side. They seem to be favoring the far side of the field. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a screen pass to the right, just try to get the few yards for the first down.
3rd and 2 for O'Neill. Mason Walsh set up in the pistol. Looking down the line, trying to find the play. It's snapped immediately, right back. Play action pass, Mason Walsh right down the middle, makes the pass, number 22.
Number 11, Mason Walsh is complete.
Completed. He got the first down on that one. That one was completed to Peyton Matthews.
And on the tackle for the Braves, number 22, Rich Brower.
Matthews with the catch on that one. They do get the first down. Forward progress stumped right at the first down line by a couple of Braves right there. Pushed back just a couple of yards. And the O'Neill Eagles are pushing so far tonight. They almost lost the fumble, but they're cooking. Handoff inside from Walsh to Acevedo. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Keeps on getting stuff right down the middle, Luke.
Battle Creek at the start of this game is all over the O'Neill run game. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing more and more throws throughout the game. Especially the inside run. You have the big men on the line. You have the big men on the line. Tanner Ostrich, Case Thompson, Ashton Tupal, Jace Menke. Snap right back. He almost kept it. He kept it on that one. Number 11, Walsh, kept it on that one. Running the read option with Turner Jussel on that one. He made the decision a little bit too late. The Braves were all over that one. And that brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Eagles. Eagles are marching down the field just a little bit. Let's see what they can do. We're probably looking for a pass right here by Walsh. Walsh loses the ball. He's looking for a man downfield, hit right in the back, right as he throws.
by number 84, Mason Mink. Almost a sack. That would have made for Mink's first sack on the year, but
brings up 4th down and 6 for the Eagles.
As you can see, that Battle Creek defense known all year long, bringing the pressure on the quarterback. O'Neill's going to have to try to find a way to keep that big D line from getting back to the backfield.
Excuse me, that was Case Thompson on the hit right there. My eyes deceive me all the time. Number 22, Peyton Matthews, back to punt. He averages about 44 yards per punt. And this is a booming one, kicked from the 25 all the way back. Takes a nice roll. Bounce. Stopped right inside the 5. We'll call it right on the 5. Amazing kick, amazing punt there by Peyton Matthews.
On the punt.
That was, got that lucky roll that everyone looks for. That is Peyton Matthews' longest punt on the year, 59 yards on that one. That would be his longest on the year. He averages about 33 yards per punt, but 59, Luke. That almost doubles it.
Almost doubles it. That bounce added a good extra 20 yards on that.
Braves take over 1st and 10. Under center tonight for the Braves, number 4, Peyton Frederick.
Peyton Frederick under center tonight for
number 22,
Battle Creek.
Number 20, Reese Bodie.
Pretty good, 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions on the year. First play right out of the bat, ball carried by number 22, Rich Brower. Brower so far this year has 55 carries, or 25 carries, excuse me, 117 yards.
15-yard line.
That was a good first down play by the Braves.
We're going to be seeing a lot of ground and pound running tonight for Battle Creek. Putting it right up the middle, trying to get in the gaps.
That is going to be their scheme so far tonight. Matthews takes a snap and goes right back to Brower. Excuse me.
Ball carried by number 20, Reese Bodie.
That was carried by Reese Bodie. Really good rush to the outside, able to bounce it up to the outside and get the first down for the Braves. Reese Bodie, we're going to be seeing a lot of that tonight, Luke.
We are going to be seeing a lot of runs. Reese Bodie on the year, averaging 6.7 yards a carry. And there we saw 10 yards and a first down, able to get a fresh set of downs for the Battle Creek offense.
Yeah, sitting at only 5'9", Bodie has a lot of speed to those legs. I'm telling you what. Matthews takes a snap, running a little triple option, but the play was called dead. We have a flag on the far side, calling a false start on the offense. That's going to move them back 5 yards, so we're going to, no more 1st and 10, Luke. We're sitting at 1st and 15.
Battle Creek's Reese Bodie and Rich Brower reminds me of a few years ago when the Saints had Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram in their backfield. They were able to rely on either one of one. If one was having a slump, the other one was able to bring them back in the game in the backfield.
Brower, even though Reese Bodie, he doesn't get all the spotlight, Brower still does average around 5 yards a carry, which is still pretty nice, and you need a good chunk of yards. Inside handoff from Matthews to Bodie right there, makes a little move, cuts right down the inside, puts a stiff arm on the O'Neill defender, is able to shake him off just a little bit before a couple more came down. Got him on that one. Peyton Frederick is going to be credited with, excuse me, not Peyton Frederick. Landon Clausen is going to be attributed with the tackle on that one.
Reese Bodie is so quick. Even just seeing from that one run, he was able to make a couple of moves. He got a stiff arm just to get behind the O'Neill secondary, who can't really seem to find an answer for them so far tonight.
Marching right down the field. Matthews in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it right off to Bodie. Goes right up the middle and gets stuffed about for a 3-yard run.
On the tackle for the Eagles, number 77.
Makes it 2nd and 7 for the Braves.
Brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Braves.
Number 77.
From the huddle. We're probably going to be expecting a lot more runs so far tonight as Matthews sets up under center. Going with the 1 count, handoff right to Bodie. Bodie right off to the outside. He's sticking to that right side run when you have James Spanky, the 6'5", big man that we talked about before the game. Sticking on to that right side. He likes to get right through the line of scrimmage, make a couple of moves, and then picks up speed pretty quick, trying to get out of there. Doesn't want to be inside the trenches too long when you get stuffed, but that was another.
You could just see the height difference even from up here. The height difference of Reese Bodie at 5'9" and Jace Mankey at 6'5".
Matthews is again under center. Calling out blitz. We're looking at possible blitz here by O'Neal. Passes it right back to Bodie. Bodie bounces it out to the left side. Picks up speed. It's cooking. Bodie, one man to beat. Gets taken down right at the 10 by number 4, Landon Clausen. That was a good stop there by Landon Clausen. You could see that speed. I think that, Luke, we're going to be talking about that a lot tonight. The speed, just the pure speed of Reese Bodie.
Same for O'Neal. That's why you never give up on the play. Landon Clausen was able to track him down and get him down around the 10-yard line. That could have easily been a touchdown.
Easily could have been a touchdown.
O'Neal now has another chance to try to stop and get it to go the other way, or only holding for a field goal.
Matthews set up in the shotgun, 35 in the back. He hands it right off to the inside. Touchdown, Braves. Chase Euler with the touchdown on that one.
Just put it right up on the middle. You have, like we said many times before, Battle Creek has those big bodies on the line that they are able to use, being able to open up walkways, almost highways it seems like up to this point, for Battle Creek's running backs, Bodie and Brower. And at that point, and for that run, Trent Euler.
Mason Mink with the PAT. Did that make it? That was pretty close. It seemed like a little knuckleball might have been tipped there a little bit for Mason Mink, but make that his 13th made PAT of the year. So far, Braves are cooking so far. They kicked at the start of the game. They were able to stop O'Neal on just a couple of first downs, and now, you know what, the Braves are cooking right on, and they are going. 7-0 Braves here. We're going to take a quick break and come back with more Friday Night Lights football.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Get on top of it before they do. Every 24 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
Friday Night Lights football as O'Neal Eagles travel to take on the Battle Creek Braves here at Bob Schnitzler Field. O'Neal was not able to get anything going on the first drives. Braves turned around. Some good rushes by Trent Euler. Reese Bodie was able to put Battle Creek up 7-0. A long kick there by Mason Mink, received at the 10. Taking it back is number 20, Turner Jussel, able to get roughly around 30 yards on that return. Turner Jussel, longest return is around 17 yards, but averages 13 yards per return, so make that his longest return on the year.
Jussel Turner is also a speedster. Starting running back for O'Neal, Turner Jussel, 74 carries, 414 yards, 5.5 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns on the year. Mason Walsh with the inside handoff to Acevedo, stuffed right away by Battle Creek by some Braves right in the background. Right in the backfield, on that one. O'Neal, they're going to have to turn around and start going to the air. Battle Creek is all over them tonight. I can't really tell if they're blitzing or if it's just a late blitz, but they're always on them. I suggest that O'Neal should throw it here.
I think they should use Mason Walsh and his arm, try to get something going, get cooking downfield, get a tempo going at least. Walsh in the shotgun, looking for a pass down to the left side. High lob pass right up to the outside to Turner Jussel. Some Braves right there, defensive back there, just to knock it out of his hands.
He had a lot of time on that throw. It just feels like it just slipped a little bit out of his fingertips as he let the ball go.
Through 6 games played, Walsh only 3 interceptions so far in the year. Then again, only 7 touchdowns. So I don't think he's worried too much about throwing an interception, because he played 6 games. You've thrown over 148 passes, and you haven't had 1 interception. Walsh in the backfield heaves another one downfield.
I feel like that should be a defensive pass interference or defensive holding. He was holding on to him down by the 35-yard line. I feel like that was just a missed call by the officials.
That was number 1, Corbin Battershaw on the defense for the Braves. Number 4, Landon Clausen was the receiver on that one.
Huge missed call, a tough break. A big break for Battle Creek and a tough break for O'Neill.
So that leads to 4th and 11 for the O'Neill Eagles, and they're going to be forced to punt again. Peyton Matthews, another booming kick, had a really great kick last time.
No fair catch called, block.
Looking for a possible block in the back. Returner.
Return by number 20.
Reese Bodie taken down by number 71. Was taken down by number 71.
Correction, 33.
Corbin Greener.
Corbin Greener?
Yeah.
What a great, that was a great stop by the Eagles, able to track down Reese Bodie.
Only got about 10 yards on that return.
Greener is one of the bigger dudes on the O'Neill sideline. He'll be able just to make the track, make the line. Be able to track him down, make the line, and get the tackle on that one. I'd say that was a good play for the Eagles and a great stop too. Braves line up this time on the 23. Matthews under center, steps back, hands it right off to Bodie. Bodie finds it on the right side, makes a couple of moves, makes a couple of man miss. Carried right up through the middle for a 12-yard gain, and taken down by a couple of Eagles in the back.
Number 25, Sean Coventry.
Braves starting to get something going. Spending very little time in the huddle.
4:40 left in the first quarter. It feels like Battle Creek has had the ball all game, and it doesn't really seem like it. 7-0 so far.
Walsh with it in the backfield. Another handoff to Bodie. Bodie getting about another 6 yards on that one.
Down to the Eagle 46.
Down to about 6 yards on that one,
And on the
making
tackle
it
for the Eagles, number 62, Kendrick
well, about
Kitten,
8
number
yards. We'll give
71,
him
Corbin
a
Grenier.
2nd and 2
Gain of 8 on the play,
for the
brings up second down
Braves.
and 2 for the Braves.
Game's cooking along so far. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Braves are up 7-0 on O'Neill. Walsh steps back. Fullback, taken by the fullback, number 25. Taken by the fullback for Battle Creek, number 25, Cameron Blaine. Quick fullback.
And on the carry for the Braves, number 25, Cameron Blaine.
Yes, it was Cameron Blaine. I was making sure that my eyes had deceived me so far. I was making sure that they weren't deceiving me again. That was a nice fullback run by Cameron Blaine. Able to pick up the first down, and Eagles definitely were not expecting it. Walsh steps back in the backfield. Quick pass right out to the outside to number 8, Battershaw. Battershaw knocked out of bounds by Peyton Matthews. For the Eagles, that was a very quick, very good, very accurate first pass for the Walsh.
It's not something that O'Neill could have been expecting. They've just been running it all game. They changed it up a little bit, handing it right off to the fullback and getting 15 yards on that last run. It'd be the last thing I would be expecting. And so I feel like O'Neill was just off the ball on that one, sending everyone just to try to get that run stopped.
Walsh set up in the shotgun. Excuse me, not Walsh. Number 4. No, yes, excuse me, my bad. Peyton Frederick in the backfield. Frederick on that one, another flag on the play. False start called on the Braves. That is their second flag.
I'd like to thank the ambulance crew this evening.
yards.
Manning the ambulance tonight,
So far.
John and Marlene Bomar and Mike Fleer. We'd also like to thank the members of the chain gang this year, including Ike Preiner, Ace Preiner, Eric Kraft, Heath Metler, and Gary Frederick. Thanks, guys.
Mink and
And the field
Altman's
painters,
coming
making the
in
field look sharp
for
each
the
and every
Braves.
week.
2 of
Josh
the biggest
Nitzler, Jeff
receivers for
Forsberg, Tim
Frederick,
Roddy,
for
Travis
Peyton
Humphrey,
Frederick.
Will Kirsten, Gary and Tyler Frederick, and Corey Canal. Thanks, guys.
Frederick in the background. Frederick in the backfield, set up in the shotgun. Takes a pass, immediate pitch right up to the outside to Reese Bodie. Reese makes a move right out to the left side. Very quick, uses his
Carried by
speed.
number 20, Reese
Gains
Bodie.
about 15 yards on that rush, giving the Braves a first down.
Ball is taken down to the Eagle 21. First down, Braves.
Braves on the 21. 21 yards to go, and they can make this a 14-0 game, Luke.
It looks like we're seeing copy and paste every single run. It might be off to the left, a pitch, or a stretch to the left or to the right, but Battle Creek is just getting 10, 15 yards of first down almost every single run that we see, except for this one getting stuffed in the back by number
67.
By number 67.
We have a flag on the play, late flag.
Number 67, Sal Rodriguez, first one to hit him in the backfield. No gain, or maybe a few inches.
Some in the back. Braves player was fixing his shoulder pads. 2 late flags came in, and now the referees are conversing, trying to figure out what the flag was.
I'm not sure what that was.
I think somebody was just thrown from the game. I'm not too sure. Couldn't tell what the call on the field
Number
was.
15 for O'Neill, thrown from the game.
Are we sure he was thrown from the game? I couldn't tell what the call was from back here.
He made that motion like he was throwing someone out.
Wait,
Ball spotted at the Eagle 11-yard line.
whatever it was definitely gave. It was about a 20-yard penalty on the Eagles. Or, excuse me, 10-yard penalty for the Eagles. Ball was on the 21. Would push him back to about the 24 when he was sacked behind in the backfield, or he was taken down in the backfield.
Even just seeing it from here, it feels like Battle Creek is a whole nother team. Battle Creek has about 56 players on their entire team, while O'Neill just has about 34. A lot of depth on that Battle Creek offense. You're able to mix and match if something's not working. Can't so much say for O'Neill.
Frederick in the shotgun. Bodie right behind him. Hand off to Bodie right to the inside. Makes a man miss. Gets down to about
Reese Bodie on the carry.
7-yard line.
In on the tackle for the Eagles, number 71, Corbin Grenier. Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Braves. Lots of activities going on tonight.
Frederick
Yeah,
and
Parents
Bodie, the
Night for the
power
girls golf
couple.
team.
Power duo, excuse
We
me
have
on
a
that one.
halftime
I meant
performance
duo.
by Connie
Really,
Lane and the high school
really
band.
making
And of
the
course, it's
Eagles
homecoming
hurt
tonight
right
after
where
the game.
Corbin Grenier on the line, able to stop everyone. Even that, holding Peyton Frederick back
Keeper by number 4,
for maybe a
Peyton Frederick.
1-yard gain. Gain.
Takes the ball down to the
It was a
Eagle
fake
5.
handoff. It looked more like a
Gain of
play
2.
action. He faked the
He's
handoff
got 3rd
off
down
to
and 5
Bodie, and
for
then
Braves.
he looked like he was going to step back and pass, so that's at least what I thought it was going to be. He ended up just taking himself, cutting out to the right side, but got stuffed by a couple of Eagles players right at the line of scrimmage for only about a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 5 now for the Braves.
2 minutes left in the first quarter. I think we're going to see Battle Creek try to get a score before the end of the first quarter.
Not wanting to waste any timeouts. Well, Frederick with the snap off to Bodie. Bodie pushes it out to the left side, makes 2 men miss. And you know what? That's another touchdown for Bodie on the year. Make it number 16 for Reese
16
Bodie.
on the year.
Number 16.
Like we said at the start of the game, the key for Battle Creek to come out with the win is the run game. Haven't seen much passing.
Only a couple of pass
Two
plays.
passes, both of them completed.
Attempt the extra point, number 84, Mason
It's just kind of going out how we said, just ground and pound the entire game. If something's broke, if something's not broke, don't try to fix it, as everyone likes to say.
Mason Mink with the PAT on that one, making his 20th made PAT on the year, putting the Braves up 14-0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the Hawk Sports Network. Welcome back here to the Hawk Sports Network as we are watching Friday Night Lights, Battle Creek Braves versus the O'Neill Eagles. Eagles received the first half kickoff. They got a couple of good plays, but you know what? It's been all the Braves since then, taking it down the field twice. Touchdown by Trent Olick, and Reese Bodie got a pair of touchdowns for them. Reese Bodie, 16 touchdowns on the year. So far, he's just cooking up the defense tonight, Luke.
Like we said at the start of the game, he's been a force not to be reckoned with this year. Over 1,000 yards on the ground over the year, and just keeps on adding onto it every single play. Wouldn't be surprised if Battle Creek didn't throw another pass throughout the entire game. It's working. it's working for Battle Creek.
Mason Mink with the kickoff came off the foot just a little bit weird. Eagles just fall right on it. They're not trying to They're not going to go ahead and try anything special. They're just trying to get some points on the board as the Braves lead 14-0.
Also performing at halftime.
Today, also have to mention, is the Battle Creek Braves homecoming game. So we'll see a homecoming dance and hopefully see a couple of homecoming candidates crowned king and queen. Mason Walsh in the backfield takes it. Immediate screen pass right off to the outside. A little dump pass off to number 20, Turner Jussel, being pulled from behind by a Braves player.
I thought he was about to go all the way.
Yeah, he's pulled down. Looked like it was on the far side of the field. Looked like he was trying to get pulled down and kind of got out of it. Then he ended up getting the first down on that one. There's a flag down. I wouldn't
be surprised this is either a horse collar or a holding.
Definitely. Because I saw if just got pulled down on that one, the horse collar is pretty scary, and that's something that you never want to mess with.
They're picking up the flag.
Yep. No flag on the play. I think that they were going to try to call horse collar,
but couldn't come to an agreement on whether it was or not. Looking at it again, thinking about it again, it feels like he just more got on the upper back, up on the shoulder pads, and not on the actual horse collar of the pads.
Walsh taking it in the backfield, handing it right off to Acevedo, who tries to make it through the line of scrimmage, but could not get anywhere with it. Stuffed immediately. No yard gain on the play, making it 2nd and 10. Excuse me, 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles.
The Eagles are trying to get something going, but they go with the pass.
Neal needs to start bouncing out to the outside, in my opinion. Battle Creek has just been all over the inside runs throughout the entire game up to this point in the first quarter. Need to start throwing some passes deep or start bouncing those runs to the outside.
Motion, Walsh with it, fakes the handoff, throw right across the middle to number 4 to Payne Matthews. Payne Matthews with the good catch on that one, able to get a few more yards, taken down by Altman. Reese Bodie in with the tackle. That was a good play, Luke.
Would you consider that a deep pass?
Motion. It's a pretty good pass, but you had the man in motion, fake the handoff, little play action, quick pass. Here's a little screen pass off to Fabian Acevedo, who slips. It looked like he was going to get a big hit there, but he ended up slipping. Acevedo is another one of them. Was a little bit on the smaller end, guys, but you know, just because you're small doesn't mean you can't play football. He definitely has the speed that O'Neal needs.
Terry Cohen on the Chicago Bears plays pro, 5'7", 5'8".
That's small for the NFL, but you know, he's fast.
Isaiah Thomas in the NBA, 5'7",
which is good. Oh, that is the end of one here. That is the end of one here. Battle Creek Braves are up on the O'Neal Eagles, 14-0. We're going to take a quick break and bring you the second quarter action right here on the Hawk Sports Network.
My success started at Northeast Community College.
I feel like this is more my style of working, more hands-on.
This is a place where I could really be successful and have a deep understanding and actually learn what I'm being taught in class.
The teachers know who you are, they're understanding, they know where you come from.
It was just so easy knowing that you're gonna be on a small campus. Northeast, I honestly feel is my home.
As close as you're gonna get to a four-year field without going to four-year school.
We are streaming Friday Night Lights football. A little bit late coming back, but the Braves are up 14-0.
They're really going on with this game.
Yeah, this game's cooking pretty quick. It's going kind of fast.
Loss of 6 on the play brings up 3rd down and 16 for the Eagles. Ball spotted at the Brave 46.
O'Neal has it on the 46. Neal has it on the 46. Quarterback Walsh is in the backfield, in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking for a pass. Many players downfield. He has 5 receivers. He's right across the middle, looking for Keegan Moore, but is unable just to get it.
Walsh to number 8, Keegan Moore.
You're seeing a lot of Battle Creek Braves, dropping back into coverage because you're going to start seeing O'Neal start to throw it more and more. Run game hasn't been working. I think they're still under 20 yards rushing on the game, not being able to do anything. Battle Creek is just plugging up everything they're trying to do. We're going to be seeing, in my opinion, a lot more throws for O'Neal in this game.
4th and 16. O'Neal elects to punt it. Almost blocked there by the Braves, but really good punt there again by Peyton Matthews. Taking it down, it's about the 11. He just picks it up and immediately takes a knee. Isn't trying to risk anything. You had a couple of the Eagles right there. No defenders in front of them.
No reason to take any risks. No reason to take any risks. Marching down the field.
So this sets the Braves up right on the 11 in their own territory.
Last call for National Honor Society, split the pot tickets.
Frederick in the backfield, setting up in the shotgun. Bodie right by his side. Takes it, looking for a pass, looking left. He's a long one right down the middle to number 12. Just overthrows it a little bit, looking for Dylan Amick. Excuse me. Just a little bit overthrown. That could have been a good one, but then again, you had that O'Neal defender right behind him.
Just overthrown, plain and simple. Not much you can really say about that. He had a good look. His eyes were on him all the time. I think it was a play meant for him, just overthrown a little bit. O'Neal defenders were coming up right behind him, about to knock the ball out of his hands. He just needed to get it away.
He did have a good amount of time in the backfield.
He did have a good amount of time.
Matthews with it again. Excuse me, Frederick with it again. Hands it off right down to the inside to number 35. Excuse me, 25, Trent Olick.
Ball carried by number 35, Trent Euler.
Excuse me, 35, Trent Euler. They can make a couple man miss, going right down the middle, making some miss, toe tapping the sideline just to get all the way down there.
Eagles number 14, Fabian Acevedo.
Fabian Acevedo right there, the defensive back for O'Neal, stopping the play. Did not want him to get any more yards. Frederick with it again, sticking to the shotgun. Don't know if they're going to pass, if they're going to run. Fakes the handoff. Throws it to the outside to number 12. Dylan Amick. Oh, it's complete. Looked like he dropped it on that one, but the pass is completed to Dylan Amick, gaining about 2 yards, 3 yards on that little pass.
In on the tackle for the Eagles, number 4, Landon Clausen.
Landon Clausen has been all over the field for the O'Neal defense. We've been hearing the same names on O'Neal over and over tonight, like with the names like Sal Rodriguez, Corbin Greenier, Landon Clausen. We've also been hearing Fabian Acevedo, just Turner Jussel. Frederick with the option in the backfield, gets a couple of yards, gains about 5 yards on that one there. Going to have about 2-3 yards left to go
number 71
for
Corbin Greenier.
The Braves. Looking at 3rd and about 2.
Gain of 6 on the play brings up 3rd down and 2 for the Braves.
Braves coming out of the huddle pretty quick. They're trying to get a tempo going, trying to get something. Well, because they do have something going, but they're trying to keep up that tempo. Frederick lining up again in the shotgun. Don't know if he's going to pass or run. Option, no, excuse me. Going to be a hand up right off the middle, right up the middle. I think the ball might have been knocked loose, but no.
By number 35, Trent Euler.
Trent Euler with the carry on that one gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Going to be a long 4th and 2 for the Braves. The ball was punched out there at the end, but the play was blown dead before that was available.
O'Neal was showing a blitz. O'Neal was showing a blitz with a 4th and 2. Of course, you're going to be seeing a blitz, especially when from a run-heavy offense like Battle Creek. O'Neal was able to get their first stop of the night. Battle Creek going for it on 4th down. Let's see if they get it.
The Braves now lining up a shotgun. Don't know if they're going to run a run, option, play, action, pass. Going to be a pitch to the outside to Trent Euler. Going to put his head down, trying to get something going.
Okay, by number 35, Trent Euler.
Let's see if he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. I don't know if they're going to call forward
39
progress.
yard
Stop
line.
on that
First
one.
down, Braves.
Nope, but they're going to call a first
In on
down
attack
for the
field, number
Braves. Trent
14.
Euler for 3 yards. Trent Euler has not been a big rusher for O'Neill so far this year, but he is certainly helping them out tonight. Certainly helping them out tonight. Frederick lining up in the shotgun. I'm assuming that we're going to be seeing this entire drive because I don't even have an idea of what they're going to run, but he does drop back, take a couple steps back. The pressure was there. Frederick looking for Mason Mink, but ends up hitting number 22. Right in the numbers. 22 is Peyton Matthews. Peyton Matthews almost with his first pick on the year. O'Neill so far this year, looked through 6 games, has 5 interceptions. Keegan Moore having 3 of those.
Cornerbacks for O'Neill hasn't had to do much work tonight. It has only their 4th or 5th pass tonight. One for 4 or 5 on the night. Let's see if we see another pass. Frederick gets the shotgun, hands it right off to Trent Euler, pushing it right up the middle, putting his head down, not being afraid. Gets up to still going. Blake just called dead. Right at the 30. They're going to call it at the 31. I think they might give it 3rd and inches, or they might give them the first down. They give the Braves the first down. That might have been a little bit iffy on that one, Luke. Might have been a little bit short, especially from up here, but then again, they're down on the field, and they're the ones getting paid to spot the ball. So we'll just agree with him on that one. I'm not going to create any arguments. First down, Braves. Trent Euler picking up his 3rd first down of the drive for the Braves. Even with 1 4th down conversion. Definitely, he's not a man just to make a couple of moves and bounce to the outside. He puts his head down and he makes you feel it. There he is again, gets the ball right off the snap from Frederick. Carried again for another 8 or 9 yards.
Tackle for the Eagles, number 22, Peyton Matthews, and
looking at about a 2nd and 1 or 2.
Ball is spotted at the Eagle 20. Gain of 9 brings up
number 71, Corbin Grenier on that tackle again, all over the defensive line tonight.
Winning ticket. We might do it before halftime this week.
Reese Bodie back in the backfield right behind Fredericks, who's still in the shotgun formation. Hands it off to Bodie. Bodie runs it right down the left side, making some man miss. Taken down by a couple of Eagles defenders right there on the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him right on the 10, giving a first down, putting the Braves right inside of the red zone.
Number 14, Fabian Acevedo, and number 25,
the Braves are in good position to make this 21-0 here with only 7 minutes left in the second.
The pot tonight from the National Honor Society, $114.
Braves running it up. They take very little time inside the huddle, but that's a good thing so far, as we are seeing. Frederick, low snap from the inside. He has to make do with it. Picks it up, runs it out to the left, makes a couple man miss. That was the snap by Tupal, really low. Walsh able to grab it, handle it, and get a 10-yard rush for the touchdown, which makes it his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. That makes it 26 carries. And Frederick now has 22 yards on the season, rushing and 2 touchdowns. So it looks like when he's inside the red zone and he's rushing, he's in his game. That's 2 rushing touchdowns, for Frederick on the year. Mason Mink is looking to make it 21-0. High flying kick. It is good. We're going to take a quick break here on the Hawk Sports Network. Then we're going to come back, bring you the rest of the second quarter action right here on the Hawk Sports Network.
Her name is Erin, and she talks. $7 was. If it's meant to be, it'll be.
God's plan. God's plan.
1017 The Nest.
Week with halftime
Welcome back here to Hawk Sports Network as the O'Neill Eagles travel to take on the Battle Creek Braves here at the Bob Schnitzler Field here in Battle Creek, Nebraska. We've had a good game so far. Battle Creek is up 21-0 on the Eagles. So far, Luke, today, we've just been seeing Battle Creek run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. We've seen good rushes from Reese Bodie and Trent Euler.
And Rich Brower, too. Like I said, coming into the game, that we're just going to be seeing a very run-heavy Battle Creek. Not many passes thrown. O'Neill kind of moving more into that throwing offense, that trying to get into a tempo. We have not been able to see O'Neill get into a good tempo that Battle Creek has been able to stop. A couple of 3-and-outs, a first down here and there. But O'Neill might need to make some changes on the offensive line to be able to hold back that Battle Creek defensive line. Peyton Frederick was able to make it 21-0 off a low snap, able to do something with it and break it down to the left side. High kick there by Mason Mink, picked up by
for the Braves, number 21, Landon Olson. On the carry, or on the kickoff return, number 21, Clay Shaw.
Number 21, Clay Shaw with the return on that one, only getting a couple yards. High kick by Mason Mink sets up the Eagles in pretty good field position at the 30 to start off this drive, hoping to put at least a couple points onto the board and get back into this.
Followed by the dance team, followed by golf parents night.
Tonight is also homecoming night for the Battle Creek Braves. At halftime, we're going to have cheerleaders, dance team, then it's also golf parents senior night. Number 4 with it. Landon Clausen.
By number 4, Landon Clausen.
Landon Clausen sitting in the Wildcat for that one, taking it right out to the right side. Not getting very many yards, only gaining about 2 or 3 yards, making it 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. Lining up right around the 32, 33-yard line. Call it 2 yards, 2nd and 8 for the Eagles. Mason Walsh back in at QB for the Eagles. Takes a quick snap, hands it right off to Fabian Acevedo, only able to get about 2 more yards. It's going to create a long 3rd and 5 for the O'Neill Eagles.
You know, the carry for the Eagles, number 14, Fabian Acevedo. In for the Braves, number 70, Eli Hintz.
Fabian Acevedo being a pretty good for the Eagles this year. 61 carries, 203 yards, averaging about 3 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. Turner Jusso also have 2 touchdowns on the year. Acevedo back in the backfield. Mason Walsh steps back, takes a couple of steps back, has some time in the backfield. Throws an A-wire pass right off the hands.
Incomplete. Nearly intercepted by number 21, Landon Olson.
Nearly intercepted by Landon Olson in the backfield. His target, Turner Jusso, deep down the middle. That was going to be about a 25-yard pass. Almost intercepted. That would have been Mason Walsh's 4th interception this year.
Not much to say. It just seems like we keep on living the same drives over and over. O'Neill can't seem to do anything against this Battle Creek defense that has been able to dominate all year long.
Peyton Matthews with the punt again, had a really good punt. Kick from about the 35. It's going to roll out of bounds at about the 30, call it the 31. I mark it at the 31. Another good punt there by Peyton Matthews. Pins the Braves back just a little bit, but also gives them a little bit of good starting field position for the Braves. Do you think that, okay, so with 5 minutes left in the quarter, Braves have just been marching it down the field over and over again. Do you think that we're going to be seeing the Braves keep on rushing it, or do you think that we're going to see them try out the passing game and get a little bit of work on that as they have a good lead going?
I feel like they're just going to keep on putting it on the ground. I mean, it's still only the 2nd quarter. Anything could happen. I mean, a few years ago in the Super Bowl,
Peyton Frederick, with a good pass right down the middle as we were talking. Right to number 21.
Number 4, Peyton Frederick, to number 21,
Landon Olson. As we were talking about, Luke, should they start rushing? Should they start passing? What should they do? Peyton Frederick able to go out there, throw a pass right down the middle. Landon Olson able to make his defensive back miss, takes it down, puts a little stiff arm on him, gets a long touchdown for the Braves.
What I was saying before I was more than cut off by Battle Creek's 60-yard touchdown throw was I would just say try out what works, try out what's doing well, keep on the rushing game. I mean, It's 28-point lead now, but then again, in the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 52 or the 53, Patriots came back down 28-3 against the Atlanta Falcons in just the fourth quarter, so anything can happen.
Yeah, so Battle Creek is proving it tonight, whether it's on the ground or through the air, they are able to beat you. Well, they haven't been beat yet, but they're catching O'Neal probably in a spot that O'Neal does not really want to be in, but they can show that they can rush, they can pass, and as the season starts winding down and we're getting closer to the playoffs, we have the District 5 playoff seeding so far. Pierce is 5-0 as they take on West Point Beamer tonight, and Pierce is going to be playing at home against West Point Beamer as they are going right now. Wayne is in second place in District 5, sitting at 4-2. In Battle Creek, they are third so far in the district at 4-2. Also Boone 2-2, and O'Neal is sitting at the bottom of this district at 1-5. So I think Battle Creek, they're in a good spot to make it to the playoffs. They just got to keep doing what they're doing. They're proving tonight that they're playoff contenders. I know that last week they played against Pierce and that they did. Next week Battle Creek plays against Pierce, and they're going to have a tough time, but they did play Boone Central last week, and they only pulled away with a 3-point win, 6-3.
Back to kick for the Braves, 84, Mason Mink.
Mason Mink with another really good kick back to the back, received by number 20, Turner Jussel for the O'Neal Eagles. Loses the ball, only gets about 10 yards on the return, loses the ball. Looks like an Eagle got on that one.
I think he was down before the ball even came out. I saw his knee hit the ground, so thankfully O'Neal landed back on top of it. No replay in high school.
Fortunately, maybe sometime, but not now.
Hopefully someday, but...
Provided by Kurt Schmold, certified athletic trainer from Faith Regional Sports Medicine.
Turner Jussel loses the ball on that one. Eagles able to fall on it. I think that's the second time so far that the Eagles have had a little bit of trouble holding on to the ball, but so far they have no fumbles lost. Mason Walsh in the backfield throwing a quick pass. I did not see where that went. I was looking for a deep bomb downfield. Lost the football immediately. Looking at about
22, Rich Brower.
Battle Creek is going to hope to try to get a 3-and-out or a quick stop if O'Neal gets a first down here, just to try to get the ball one more time before Battle Creek does receive the ball at halftime.
Mason Walsh again in the backfield. A quick snap handed right off to Turner Jussel, who is dragged down right at the line of scrimmage on the right side, losing about
Hit right at the line of scrimmage.
maybe 3 yards on the play, or maybe forward progress stop.
Actually
They're going to move him back about 2 yards. We're looking at third and about 4.
Loss of 2 brings up
Moving
third
along.
down and 3.
3, excuse me, third down and 3. Mason Walsh in the backfield again. Gets a snap, looking at the option. Hands it off to Turner Jussel. Jussel being thrown forward by a Braves defender, getting the first down. Yep, give up the first down on that one as they move the chains. 3:39 left here in the second quarter.
Eagle 36. First down, Eagles.
Eagles are looking just to try and get down the field, trying to get some points on the board heading into halftime, but the Braves are looking for a quick stop just so they're able to go up 35-0 here before halftime. Mason Walsh looking for another option, hands it off to Turner Jussel on that one, getting about 5 yards on that one.
O'Neal's starting to find a tempo this drive.
In on the tackle for the Braves, number 1.
They definitely are. They're definitely finding a tempo, moving the ball pretty well, getting about 3, 4, 5 yards per play, and that's exactly. And you don't need anything better than that. It's like if you're getting 5 yards a play, you can't really be complaining because you're getting first downs, and that's everything that you need. Mason set back in shotgun again, looking for a quick pass down the left side. Time in the pocket, a little bit too high. Thrown to number 4. Landon Clausen isn't able to get that toe touch sideline catch, but a little bit too high on the throw there, but it was also there, so maybe a little bit of miscommunication. And you look for that quick pass because he stepped back, looked left really quick. He knew exactly who he wanted to throw to, giving him waiting too much time, giving himself too much time in the pocket. Pocket starts to collapse. You may have to scramble, or that pass may not be there. Walsh again in the shotgun. Quick snap right off to the outside. Play action pass fakes the option, but number 4, Landon Clausen, taken out quickly in the backfield by number 17, Roger McCure.
Backfield by Mason Mink. Pass is complete to number 4, Landon Clausen.
Landon Clausen.
In on the tackle for the Braves, number 17, Roger Meir.
Roger Meir, excuse me.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Tackle on
Brings
that
up
one.
4th down and 9 for the Eagles.
The Eagles lose about 4 yards on that play, looking at 4th and 9. So punter Peyton Matthews is going to be looking to pin them deep, and then the Eagles defense, their job going into this next drive is going to be stop them and do not allow them to get any more points.
Good punt.
Really good punt there by Peyton Matthews. But Reese Bodie, a little quick, really fast, getting it down.
Punt return by number 20, Reese.
Might have seen a block in the back, maybe another missed call on the
Takes the ball out
officials.
to the Braves 48.
Number
2 minutes and 1 second
Number
left to go in
3,
the half.
Tommy,
Braves
because
1st and 10.
Tommy Kefsor was back there looking to make the play because Reese Bodie, when he caught the catch, kind of slipped a little bit slippery out there tonight, but Tommy just flew right on past them. And I think that's where you're talking about the block in the back, possibly.
Possibly. I looked up and I saw number 71 on O'Neill, Corbin Grenier, just go flying across on his stomach. May have missed it.
But Reese Bodie
O'Neill's
using his speed.
O'Neill definitely needs a stop on this drive. Don't want to have Battle Creek get 2 scores going into the first portion of the second half or the third quarter.
Knocked out of bounds.
And if you're the Eagles, you also want to make sure that you're not letting them get out of bounds.
You
have to make sure that you keep the play going. You gotta let them waste their timeouts, and then you gotta make the real stops.
Battle Creek knows exactly what's going on. Try to get a quick score. Just try to be able to run up the score. Going into halftime, not only running up the score going into halftime, but being able to get a huge lead going into the latter part of the second half.
Timeout on the play. Peyton Frederick. That is something that I've noticed, Luke. He has had an amazing, he has had years in the backfield. All thanks to Tanner A-Strike, Case Thompson, Ashton Tupal, Chase Mankey, and Garrett Griffith. Those are some big boys, especially, we've mentioned a lot, Jace Mankey, 6'5", there on the right side. He is definitely giving, the O-line is giving Peyton Frederick more than enough time in the backfield, more than he needs. It allows him just to make those good reads, get those good passes, gives him more time on the option plays, also gives him more time to sell the play action.
I think more so on the counter plays and the option plays. We've only seen a handful of passes from Peyton Frederick tonight. Even on those passes, he's still averaging 4-5 seconds just to be able to see the read, make the pass. So huge props to that Battle Creek O-line, being able to give Peyton Frederick a lot of time in the backfield. We've also seen kind of the same on O'Neill. That O'Neill line, a little rough at the start. A quarterback for O'Neill, Mason Walsh, maybe getting a half a second to a second before he had to start scrambling. But moving into the game, adapting to the game, O'Neill's O-line is also starting able to give quarterback Mason Walsh more time in the backfield just to be able to make the better reads, and especially O'Neill, who's going to need to start throwing it, in my opinion, to try to put some scores on the board, try to make this game a little bit closer.
So after the timeout, the Braves will set up at right about the 40. Frederick moving out to left side, makes a quick pass to number 21.
Pass from Frederick to number 21, Landon Olsen.
Landon Olsen makes a quick pass to Landon Olsen. Landon Olsen quickly gets it upfield. Gives Braves the first down that they needed. Chains move, clock stop, Luke, and you don't waste a timeout.
Minute 37 left in the second quarter. Battle Creek is on the
28-yard line.
28-yard line.
This is exactly where Battle Creek wants to be. Not necessarily time-wise, but you're on the 28. So far, your red zone play today has been immaculate. You've been doing really well. So
this is exactly where Battle Creek wants to be. You're in O'Neill territory. You're marching down the field.
Frederick, another quick pass to the outside to number 12, Dylan Amick. Amick on that one. That might have been a late hit out of bounds by O'Neill.
By number 20 and number 71 for the Eagles.
As I was saying, this is exactly where Battle Creek wants to be. They're in O'Neill territory, deep O'Neill territory. Now in the red zone, 19 yards, a minute 32 on the clock, 2 timeouts, 2nd and 1. I feel like this is exactly what you want to be. Yeah, it'd be better if you were in the end zone, but for what they have, they couldn't ask for much more.
1:32 left on the clock. Braves able to get out of bounds there. Frederick taking his time just a little bit, making sure that he likes the play call. Sets a hikes, looks left, play fakes left. Big throw out the back of it, the end zone. Number 3 for O'Neill.
Pass from Frederick.
Tommy Caxor. I saw him in the back of the end zone. You saw whip around a little bit. He kind of got a little bit of grab on the arm there. Got a little grab on the arm there. But then again, Frederick, he did have a lot of time in the pocket, but still threw it out the back of the end zone. Reese Bodie with that one. Hit hard right in the middle by number 22, Peyton Matthews. He has had enough of Bodie and him just taking it
Saying
right
hurry
up.
up from the Battle Creek offense. Minute 20, not want to waste any time out.
Here's the helmet cracking on that one. Bodie taken right down again immediately as he gets to the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard gain. Battle Creek, they take a timeout. We're going to take a quick one with them right here on the Hawk Sports Network.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back to Bob Schnitzler Field for Friday Night Football as the Battle Creek Braves take on the O'Neill Eagles. The Braves are up 28-0 tonight, and with 1:13 left on the clock, they're inside the red zone, moving the ball pretty well. I think they're going to be able to score before halftime. That's the hope, at least, for the Braves. The Eagles are trying to make a stop. They have not been able to score. So far, they've been shut out since halftime. Luke, what do you think that O'Neill is going to have to do just to stop the Braves right before halftime?
What they're going to have to do, I think, is that they're going to try to throw one timeout left, a minute 13. You get a run, but it gets stopped in the middle. They've been able to stop it the last couple times. O'Neill appears to be going in coverage. Late blitz, rushing 5. Big hit by number 4, Landon Clausen. He might have been able to dive.
First and goal, Braves.
Frederick Creighton looking quick pass right to the outside to number 8. Looking at Altman's over there. Now, quick pitch right to Reese Bodie, adding another touchdown of the year. That is Bodie's 2nd touchdown of the night and bringing his total up to 17 for the year.
That Battle Creek O-line opening up a whole interstate for Reese Bodie. A lot of open space for him to run through.
8-lane highway that we can see going through major cities. And that is something, Luke, that we've talked about a lot. The size of the Braves O-line. Opening up an 8-lane highway for Bodie, just able to walk right into the end zone. And Mason Mink with the PAT, adding number 20, his 21st made PAT of the year. We are looking at 35-0 Battle Creek. Battle Creek 35, O'Neill nothing. 56 seconds left in the second half. I think the Braves have done everything right so far today, Luke. I don't think they've really had any mistakes.
I haven't seen, not to my knowledge and not to my opinion, Battle Creek has looked like a playoff team. You're one of the, in my opinion, you're in one of the harder conferences with Wayne, who is undefeated, or they are.
Wayne is 4-2, Pierce is 5-0.
Pierce is 5-0, Wayne is 4-2. Excuse me, I got those two teams mixed around. Battle Creek is 4-2. O'Neill, still plenty of time to make a comeback. Still a whole half to play, down 35. Going to halftime, figure out what they are doing wrong, what they need to fix. I think they'll be able to make a good comeback in the second half.
nothing is impossible in football, especially Class C. And I've seen some pretty crazy things before. I think that O'Neill, they're not a bad team. They may be sitting at 1-5, but they definitely have the talent and the ability just to come back. So I think that if at halftime, if Coach Brooke Eichelberger can sit his team down, take a second, figure out what's wrong, work on those, and diagnose the problems, I think that they can come back. They can make a good chance at a comeback tonight and come out of here with the win.
All but one of O'Neill's losses were by a touchdown or less. Week 1 against Hardington CC, 19-16. Week 3, Central City, 58-13. West Point Beamer, 52-14.
Frederick Payton with the, excuse me now, Frederick Payton, Mason Walsh with the handoff to the outside to Turner Jussel. Turner Jussel turning about 5 yards, got about 7 on that one, but they're going to mark him down 2 yards back, giving him a 5-yard gain, looking at 2nd and 3 for that one. Mason Walsh trying to throw a little lob pass over the Braves defender, but just gets knocked right out of the air. 28 seconds left here in the second.
3rd down and 3 for the Eagles.
Making it 3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 3 with 28 seconds left. I feel like if I was O'Neill, I would just send one deep. Send one deep. Try to find someone down there. Maybe not like a Hail Mary where everyone just clamps up into one little area. Official timeout.
Fixing Braves chin strap on that one. Number 52, Jacob Otis.
As we begin play, we see Mason Walsh under center.
Mason Walsh set up in the shotgun. Quick pitch out to the outside. Turner Jussel trying to get somewhere, but gets stuffed at the line. Called it about a 1 or 2 yard gain, making it 4th and short for the O'Neill Eagles. 15 seconds left on the clock. O'Neill electing not to call any timeouts. I think that they're just going to let the play clock run out, and they're just going to take it to halftime. And I think halftime is going to be a big time for Brooke Eichelberger and the Eagles. You only get about 20 minutes, but in that 20 minutes, I think they're going to have to find out what we're doing right. Keep on doing that. We're going to have to find out what we need to work on.
I think for me personally, I think their number one plan of attack that they should figure out at halftime is how to stop Reese Bodie and Rich Brower. They have been the 2 biggest keys to Battle Creek's offense, not only tonight, but throughout the whole season. Peyton Frederick only throwing it a handful of times, having one big play, but that was just a missed coverage. That's something that you could go over in the locker room. And they've been able to hold the passing down pretty well, under 100 yards passing, and that's my opinions.
Braves lead it here tonight, 35, O'Neill Eagles 0. We're going to take a quick break here on the Hawks Sports Network, and we're going to come back for your halftime show. So stick around right here on the Hawks Sports Network.
direction of Mrs. Connie Lane. Up next, the Battle Creek Dance Team. And finally, coming up, Brave Out Parents Night. After the parents and players get out in front of the crowd, we do have a little synopsis of the season to read, so please stay out there. Are we ready? Okay, here we go. Alexis Anderson, parents are Aaron and Jenny Anderson. Molly Hymas, parents are Jeff and Jennifer Hymas. Jocelyn Harbonic, parents are Andy and Barbara Harbonic. Alexis Kirsten, parents are Matt and Connie Kirsten. Raina Lade, parents are Rick and Connie Lade. Megan Lutt, parents Parents are Chris and Kristen Lutt. And Emma Wilkinson. Parents are Mike and Teresa Wilkinson. The 2020 Brayback Golf Team returned 5 players from a very successful 2019 campaign. The ladies played in 13 events. BC won all 3 triangulars that they competed in, finished 3rd in 2 invitationals, runner-up in 6 invites, while winning the Meter Invite at Wayne and the Mid-State Conference Tournament held at Evergreen Golf Course last week. Leading the way for the Bravettes this year were seniors Megan Lutt, Emma Wilkinson, juniors Jocelyn Harbonic and Rena Lade, and sophomores Alexis Anderson and Allie Kirsten, and freshman Molly Hymas. Megan placed in several meets this year while leading the team, while each team member contributed to the team score at the invitationals. If one team member was having a bad day, the other players would pick up the slack and help the team to a high finish throughout the season. This group of ladies defined the spirit of a team effort. The ladies competed in the C3 district on Monday, placing 2nd and earning another trip to the Class C state championships for the 3rd year in a row. The team will now travel to Columbus on Monday and Tuesday next week for a chance to showcase their year-long efforts on the links in this year decent weather. Thank you for the support of the Brayback Golf Team. As always, it will be a great day to be a Brayback golfer. Thank you, parents, for your support of the Brayback Golf Team, and a big round of applause to the Brayback golfers and Coach Kyle Finke.
When you come here, you're just blown away by all the opportunities that there are here. They have sports and they have student activities all the time. There are so many things to do. I came out with a lot of friends, a lot of experiences that I never would have done. I feel like I'm ready to take on the world. My name is Angela, and I started my success at Northeast Community College.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Get on top of it before they do. Every 24 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
My success started at Northeast Community College.
I feel like this is more my style of working, more hands-on.
This is a place where I could really be successful and have a deep understanding and actually learn what I'm being taught in class.
The teachers know who you are. They're understanding. They know where you come from.
It was just so easy knowing that you're going to be on a small campus. Northeast, I honestly feel is my home.
As close as you're going to get to a four-year field without going to four-year school.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights here on the Hawk Sports Network. Pretty good game so far tonight. The Battle Creek Braves are up 35 to the Eagles 0 so far. Just at the tail end of halftime, Luke, the Eagles, they may be down by 35, but what is something that they need to work on? What is one thing, at least on the first half, that they need to work on if they want a chance to come back here in the second? The number one thing that I think that they should work on is to stop Battle Creek's run game. The run game is something that has been talked about all week on both teams. Battle Creek has just seemed unstoppable with the run game, averaging about 7 yards a carry, and it just seems like O'Neill doesn't have an answer. You have that big O-line that Battle Creek has, and they like to show out, and O'Neill just seemed to not have an answer for it. They've been able to kind of stop them on the run, except for that on the pass, except for that one 50-yard touchdown pass by Peyton Frederick. But other than that, they've been doing a pretty good job sealing up the outsides by O'Neill against Battle Creek. And I'm excited to see how the second half will play out. O'Neill last week against Pierce, they were able just to hold Pierce to only 14 second half points, 17 second half points, and so it's going to be interesting to see how this last half of the game plays out. Yeah, look, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. Braves, they have 35 points off 5 touchdowns, 4 of those touchdowns being rushing touchdowns, 1 by Mason Walsh, 2 by Reese Bodie, then another one by Trent Uller. Did I get that name right? There's been some confusing names so far tonight, and that's just another one that I have to work on. But 4 of their 5 touchdowns have been rushes so far tonight, and I think that is, and I'm going to have to agree with you, that's definitely something O'Neill has to do, is stop the run game, stop the Braves' run game. And I think that's something that Braves have to work on so far for the rest of the night. I've seen pretty dang good football from them. I think it's just going to be don't give up, because you think, I'm up by 35, there's running clock. We have more than enough time. Just, you know what, take the rest of the game off and relax. And that's something that you can't do, because the moment that you start relaxing, you start making mistakes. Mistakes start to build up, and then you start making bigger mistakes, and then that can lead to points for O'Neill, and that could bring O'Neill back into this game. That's definitely something that the Braves do not want. So for the Braves, can't give up, and for O'Neill, they need to stop the run game. This has been your halftime show here on the Hawk Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to bring second half football right here on Friday Night Lights.
We'd like to welcome Northeast Community College Broadcasting's program here this evening with the television coverage. A warm welcome for them. And also KBRX 102.9 FM. Nick Hoster here doing the color commentary, and Gary Hoster doing the play-by-play. Warm welcome for KBRX 102.9. Also, we'd like to...
And Aaron, and she talks.
$7 was... If it's meant to be, it'll be.
God's plan. God's plan.
Welcome back here to Bob Schnitzler Field here for Friday Night Lights. The Battle Creek Braves will be receiving the second half kickoff. The Eagles looking just to get something going tonight.
Battle Creek won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they will receive the second half kickoff.
As we saw at the end of the first half, we saw Battle Creek were able to get what they wanted, and to score one last time before they received the ball at the half, be able to run up the score against O'Neill. Yeah, so definitely O'Neill taking just a little bit of time on the sidelines. Refs want to get this game going. And you know what? I'm pretty sure everybody else out there does too. But O'Neill, hopefully, Luke, if you were Brooke Eichelberger in the huddle, what is one thing you would have told your team? Stop the run game.
And if you were head coach Andrew Carlson, what is one thing that you would have told your team?
In simple terms, keep the run game going. Don't force any turnovers that don't need to be, that doesn't need to happen. No need to force the pass. You're already up by 35 at halftime. Just play smart, play conservative. If you see the open gap, run for it, go for it. But no need to do anything special. Get a couple of turnovers and have O'Neal get points off turnovers.
Two Braves back to receive the kick. Rich Bauer and Reese Bodie here for this one. Oh, looking at a little onside kick. Definitely did not go 10 yards. O'Neal has that one, but I saw it hit an O'Neal player before it even reached 10 yards. Hit him at about 5 yards. I don't know what they're going to call it on this one because it definitely was illegal touching for the Eagles. Hit the big man, I think it was number 77 out there. 71, excuse me. Right at about the 35-yard line. Yep, they're going to call illegal touching on the Eagles as they...
Something I wasn't expecting.
I was not expecting the onside either. I think if you're O'Neal, you got to be unpredictable of what you're going to do next. I think
they're going to have a re-kick.
Illegal touching on the Eagles. I think that they're going to decline. I don't know. I'm not too sure if
I don't think the officials saw that and they're just going to have a re-kick. No replay in high school.
Is this the game where you're just going to keep on pushing for a replay in high school?
We need to see it happen.
I think that'd be pretty cool just to have replay in high school.
If not in the regular season, but if they could.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure for like the state tournament they could have replay, definitely. That's something that NET is capable of. Or not even NET, it wouldn't even be NET. It'd just be replay for broadcast. No, maybe that's something you can do for broadcasting. Invent a new replay system for high school, cheap and affordable. Coming up with new business ideas. For the re-kick, this one goes about 15, 20 yards. It's received, and it's gone right away at the start of the half. Number 34, Bowden Ops. That is definitely not a name that I was expecting to score tonight. But you know, tonight has been full of wacky things. Bowden Ops with his first touchdown on the season. A kick return on that one. So an onside recovered by the Eagles, turned into a re-kick, which immediately turned around and turned into a kick return for Battle Creek. And Bowden Ops' first touchdown on the year.
Wasn't expecting that either. I was expecting an onside kick, and then I wasn't expecting a short 15, 20-yard kick return for a touchdown. It seemed like the Eagles were all over it, but just unable to bring him down.
Bowden Ops had a quick burst of speed. You know, when you get Bowden Ops, he is only a sophomore, you know. When I was playing football my freshman year, when I got the ball, I was on the O-line, D-end, but when I got a tackle, when I got the ball ever, my heart starts pumping. You know, you get that burst of energy, you get that burst of speed. And that's probably what happened. Got the ball, jumped up, got it, he's like, I got to run. I got to get going. Forrest gumped it right up through the middle for the touchdown. Plays that you don't see often, you know, it's always fun to see. So, 11:42 left in the second, and the Eagles are already kicking off for the third time, I guess you could say, this quarter.
Technically the third time.
So, Eagles still looking for an answer tonight. Oh, excuse me, the Eagles aren't kicking off. Braves would be. Like I said, a wacky night, full of amazing things. I think it's the heat. It was a really hot fall day today, Luke, so I think that the heat's just starting to get to me a little bit. It definitely has cooled down a lot. But, you know, what can you do?
When we first got here, it was about 85 degrees.
It's like 86, it said in my car.
Sweating in the
humid.
Here in the press box, man, it was a good 90 degrees when we first got here.
You're cooking like rotisserie chickens up in here. So that first quarter definitely was kind of, wasn't the greatest, but now.
Once the sun set, man, it feels good now.
Feels good just to open up the window and peek my hat out. A long kick by Mason Mink there. received right around the 15, only getting about 5 yards. The
Just
Eagles
nowhere to
returner-
go.
Turner
Battle Creek
just-
is always all over. The kick returns on offense.
Turner just only getting about 5 yards on the return on that one. And then again, you got to remember, he only averages around 13 yards per return, and his longest ever was 17 yards. So Braves were all over that one. 42-0, 42-0. That means running clock, so we might see the game going a little bit quicker. It means less time for the Eagles to come up with an answer for the Braves.
Again, as we've been seeing all game, Battle Creek already there within a matter of 2 seconds in the backfield. No answer for this Battle Creek team.
Walsh with an option for Jussel, but Jussel taken down immediately.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. Mason Walsh takes it immediately, turns around, hands it off to Acevedo. Acevedo bouncing out to the outside, trying to get around to the Braves defenders. Did make one that miss, still taken down. Not gaining or losing any yards. He was taken down right on the line of scrimmage. So already 30-12 for the Eagles on the 18.
Ball spotted at the Eagle 18.
Mason Walsh in the shotgun, 3 wide out to the right, 1 off to his left. Looking for the pass right away. That is something we could have seen. Throws a heater down to the right side, looking for number 8, Keegan Moore. Has been one of his top receivers so far this year, but just knocked out by Braves defender back there.
And another 3 and out for the Battle Creek defense.
Back deep for the Braves, number 13.
Yes.
Cameron Lingenfelter.
Battle Creek receiving another punt so far today. Looking in the back, we have Reese Bode in the back receiving. Excuse me, not Reese Bode. Good punt there by Peyton Matthews. We have number 13, Cameron Lingenfelter, returning this punt. Got about 5 yards and taking down immediately by number 1, for O'Neill, Drew Morrow.
Taken down by number 1, Drew Morrow.
I don't think we might be seeing the big name Battle Creek and big name O'Neill players out there as much today. Well, O'Neill, they're going to keep out their starters, but I think Battle Creek, you're up 42-0. I think they might start trying to rotate in some of the younger players, trying to get them some experience, just so once this really high-class, high-talented senior class leaves, some of the younger players will have that experience under their belts. Number 12, Dylan Amick, is going to be set up in the shotgun, 2 out left, 1 out to his right. Receivers quickly runs the option with number 35, Trent Olsfier. Just had a loss of words, so much stuff going on. I was expecting a pass there on that one. Then you have Trent.
Read option. It was just a simple read option. O'Neill showing the blitz down the middle. He saw that wasn't the move. Great vision by the quarterback, by Dylan Amick. Brings it out to the outside for a good 20, 30-yard run.
I was expecting a pass on that one because you had 2 out left, 1 out to the right. Ran the quick option, maybe a play action, but he just took that one. Amick making the moves just to get down there to the right side and getting about 20 yards on that one. Picking up the first down. Amick with the pass, another handoff right at the middle to O'Lear.
Ball carried by number 35. Trent Euler. Gain of 3.
Gain of 3 by the Battle Creek offense.
O'Lear with another gain of 3. Remember, he's not one of those guys just to look for the whole.
Dylan Amick takes the snap, hands it off to number 35 on Battle Creek. Trent Euler taking it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Some more of that hard running, ground and pound offense by Battle Creek. They're not letting up at all. Up 42-0, 6:48 left in the third quarter. Already almost halfway through the third quarter. Not much not much action, in this third quarter. Battle Creek's trying to pick up the pace a little bit. Dylan Amick in the shotgun set, one out far left, one receiver on the right in the slot. Hands it off to number 35, Dylan Euler. Cuts back up the middle, keeps taking it. A lot of O'Neill defenders on him. Finally takes him down after a 9-yard gain, taking it up to the 16-yard line.
Trent Uller, we're just going to pronounce it different every single time. Trent Uller, he was looking there. You didn't see him bouncing out to the outside. He had plenty of space there to the outside just to bounce it out and pick up that speed. No, he took the defender's head on. He tried to put a stiff arm on one of them, but then again, you just had the Eagles converge on him as quickly as they could. Took him down only for about it was for a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4.
Dylan Amick takes a low snap, hands it off to number 24 on Battle Creek, Caleb Brower. For the first down in a 10-yard run. Great run by Caleb Brower. I think that's the first that we're seeing of Caleb tonight. A great run, just taking it up on the right side in the 7 gap. 3 subs coming in for Battle Creek. We see number 15, Will Hamer, coming in. We see number 13, Cameron Lingenfelter, coming in. Cameron Lingenfelter far out to the right. Dylan under center in the I formation with Carter King and Caleb Brower in the I formation.
He lost a snap. Dylan Amick was unable just to keep a hold onto the snap, but that was a good, smart play of him, following it right away, because you have all those Eagles, those big linemen, especially number 72, Christopher Jennings, 315-pound junior. Sorry, I had a little bit of.
I think we're going to see Battle Creek run the same play in the I formation. Quick toss to Caleb Brower, takes it in for a Battle Creek touchdown. For the Battle Creek touchdown, nothing new tonight for Battle Creek.
Ooh, excuse me, had something in my throat when I'll Kermit the Frog on you. As I was saying, that was a good play because the nose tackle right there, number 72, Christopher Jennings, big guy, 315 pounds. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with in there for the Eagles. But that was a good play, toss to the outside.
Quick toss to the outside. He was so quick to turn that upfield, and we're going to see Battle Creek put up the extra point, and it is no good.
Mason Mink no longer in there for Battle Creek. His time is probably up for the day. Number 85, though, Jared Hassler, 5'11", 115 pounds. Not a very big man, but, you know, he's still only a sophomore. And, you know, there are always times to work. There's always time to work on things. But, unfortunately, that did not go in. So now we're looking at 48-zip Braves.
We're going to start seeing a lot more second and third string, trying to get, as you said earlier, some of the young guys some reps, because this is a very good senior squad that Battle Creek has, playing together the last 4 years of high school. Being able to get to a 4-2 record up to this point, competing for that top spot in the conference. Who is Pierce playing again tonight?
They're playing West Point Beamer.
West Point Beamer, also a very good team. West Point Beamer, 4-2 on the year. Battle Creek hoping for a Pierce loss tonight to West Point. I unfortunately do not have a score of that game because I know that a lot of Battle Creek fans would love to be here, would love to hear a score update of that. If Battle Creek wins this, keep the lead, they will go up to 5-2.
Yeah, so Battle Creek wins tonight, they go up to 5-2. If Wayne wins, they go to 5-2, and if Pierce wins, then they go up to 6-0.
Very good conference. District 5.
Yes, District 5, very good district. When you have Wayne, Battle Creek, and Pierce all in there, and they're always vying for the top spot.
Number 85 for Battle Creek, Jarrett Hassler kicks off low kick right to number 4, right to number 4 of O'Neill, Landon Clausen. Takes it about 15 yards out to the middle of the field at the 35, at their own 35-yard line. You're going to be seeing O'Neill's offense come onto the field, Battle Creek's defense.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
A lot of new jerseys out on the field for Battle Creek. As we've said many times before, try to get some of them, get some of those second and third string players in. O'Neill out of the huddle.
Score update. At the halftime, Pierce was up on West Point Beamer 31-0. So Pierce definitely in a good position to win that game and keep their top spot in the district.
Meanwhile, here, number 30, Walker Peter for a 7-yard gain for O'Neill. Number 11, Mason Walsh under center. Hands the ball off to number 14, Fabian Acevedo. Seeing his number get called a lot tonight on the run game.
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 1 for O'Neill. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a QB sneak. No, Mason Walsh lines up in the shotgun. Acevedo behind him. One guy out far, one wide out to the left slot. 2 receivers in the slot to the right. Quick handoff to the right side. Gets the first down. Fresh set of downs for O'Neill. Starting to get a little bit of tempo this drive. It still may be a little bit early to say, but they're marching down the field.
So the second in the district, Wayne Blue Devils are playing at Boone Central tonight, and under a minute left in the third quarter, they are up on the Blue Devils 31-21.
Boone Central is beating Wayne?
Wayne is beating Boone Central 32-21, excuse me.
Okay.
So seems like after tonight, the district standings will pretty much stay the same. But
Mason Walsh rolls off to the left, pump fakes to number 20, throws it to number 20 as on O'Neill. Turner Jussel almost gets rocked. I'm trying to catch that pass, unsure what that flag could be. We'll see what the officials have to say.
A couple of flags thrown on the play. I may be assuming hit on a defensive receiver, maybe. I don't know.
Officials are talking it over.
I'm just thinking it out loud because that's the only thing that I really, or in sportsmanlike conduct late after the play, or I'm also assuming a late hit on a defensive receiver. Let's see what the call is here. They're pushing back.
Personal foul on the O'Neill Eagles. Unsure what that is. A big personal foul, back 20 yards. Brings up a 2nd and 25.
And then immediately turn around and get a false start.
O'Neill, right when it seems like they were getting a tempo, starts to crumble from the inside out, gaining a personal foul, losing 15 yards on a personal foul, then getting another false start, a little too ready to get the snap off. It seemed like it was going to be a run, but if I was O'Neill, minute 56 left in the third quarter, I'd start trying to throw the ball. Just get it downfield, try to put a score or two up. As O'Neill lines up for a 2nd and 30 play. 2 players off to the left. Number 8 in the slot for O'Neill, Keegan Moore. As we get another run stopped at the goal line, maybe a loss of a half a yard or a yard. Brings up 3rd and 30. Wouldn't be surprised if O'Neill goes for a run and punts it. Quarterback Mason Walsh lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Takes a step back in the pocket. Throws a deep bomb. Single coverage. Almost caught it behind the back of the Battle Creek defenseman.
Flag on the play. I'm going to assume that it was defensive pass interference, which I don't know if I really agree with that because he was just running right behind number 8 on that one. Keegan Moore, he's just running right behind Keegan Moore, both arms up. I'm not putting my hands on him, he was saying.
Would be a huge break for O'Neill. Let's see what the call is. Pass interference on.
Remember, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we will be introducing the senior class.
I'm not too sure on what that was. Pass interference defense.
On the defense. A huge break for the O'Neill Eagles. Getting a fresh set of downs.
Seen a lot of shocked faces around here. I'm not.
It might have been before the ball was thrown, holding it back. See where the ball is placed.
But it was a late flag, so I'm not too sure.
Third down and 15.
Still third down. Mason Walsh throws deep to number 4, Landon Clausen, and it is caught and brought down by number 88.
Pass complete to number 4, Landon Clausen.
Brought down by number 88, Garrett Finke, for a absolute bomb of a throw, 35 yards for O'Neill. That's a passing game that that O'Neill wants to see happening. That should have been happening since the third quarter. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Third quarter, almost fourth quarter, winding down. Time is starting to run out for O'Neill to try to make a comeback. And that's the big play that you need, going from 3rd and 30 to now a first and 10 within the 30-yard line. Mason Walsh takes a direct snap, hands it off to number 14, Fabian Acevedo. Takes it around to the outside, up to the 10-yard line. O'Neill making huge progress here late in the third quarter. Now it is the end of the third quarter. Your score, 48-0, and it is the end of the quarter. They are going to be taking a break, and so are we. We're going to take a short break and then be right back here, on the Hawk Sports Network.
The Northeast Community College Library Resource Center offers students plenty, whether it's a place to study or searching for information for that big paper coming up. Whatever your need is, the library's information is at your fingertips. If you need help, there's plenty of knowledgeable staff ready and willing to help you and your needs. Or maybe you'd rather catch up on some reading from your favorite books and authors. The library offers a quiet place for you and your thoughts to get away from it all. So stop on by today.
On the Hawk Sports Network, you are watching Battle Creek against district rival, the O'Neill Eagles. And at the end of the third quarter, we're seeing O'Neill make a huge push. Here late in the game, you saw 3rd and 30 going up to the close of the third quarter. Then a pass interference, and then just a long bomb by Mason Walsh to bring them back. They are on the 10-yard line. Mason Walsh in the shotgun, 3 wide outs to the left. Might have been a false start, missed call. Mason Walsh throws deep left to number 20, tries to avoid a defender. Flag on the play. A lot happening very quickly here tonight. Turner Jussel with the catch. Penalty on Battle Creek. But this isn't the Battle Creek that we're used to seeing. This is the second and third string, so still trying to work out the kinks in the defense, so to speak. And O'Neill takes it. And Turner Jussel takes it in for O'Neill's first touchdown of the night, a 3-yard run, capitalizing off of Battle Creek's mistakes with 11:47. So very quick into the fourth quarter, keeping that tempo going in from the in-between quarters, being able to put some points on the board, and hopefully being able to tack on an extra one with number 14, Fabian Acevedo. Nearly blocked by number 13 on Battle Creek, Cameron Lingenfelter, but it goes through. Battle Creek 48, O'Neill Eagles 7. Very interesting start to the fourth quarter. They were able to drive down the field. A lot of big breaks allowed them to be put into the position to score, and they were able to capitalize on it.
I think that last drive is exactly the O'Neill Eagles that they want to be, or that they're striving to be. Because as you've seen, yes, they had a little bit of trouble to get going right at the start of the drive, but then you had one big play, no huddle, right to the line, keep on smashing it, putting it right down your throat, kind of O'Neill Eagles. They are just, that's exactly what they're good at. Once you get that tempo going, it's hard to stop them. And then they had one good pass to a good run. The quarter change didn't help them out really well. You know, they came around, they scored, and they're finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
We're going to be seeing Battle Creek kick off or O'Neill kick off again. Lance, do you expect to see an onside kick this time around?
I do not
after
expect
the pass
to see
mistake.
I do not expect an onside kick. No.
I believe they should put it deep, get some defenders to swarm the ball. You do not want another kick return here on this kickoff.
They already risked enough when they did that first onside kick. You risk giving Battle Creek really good starting field position. And then again, when you do one of those short little high kicks, then again, you're risking also giving them good field position. Then again, if they can get off the ball, they can cut right through your line.
Deep kick for O'Neill. That's exactly what they wanted. Fielded by number 8, Chase Oltmans. Or number 26, Carter King. With a 25, 30-yard kick return for Battle Creek, giving them excellent field position at the 42. It's exactly what Battle Creek wants to see. Going to try to keep the pressure on O'Neill.
Braves looking for not much, but just Braves are up 41, 11 minutes left to go in the second half, in the fourth quarter, They don't really have anything
Read
just to
option by number 12. Dylan Amick fooled me on that one.
Yeah, fooled me too. Brought down by number 3, Tommy Caxor.
Ball is carried into Eagles territory, down to the Eagle 35. First down, Braves.
I think even after this highly talented senior class leaves, the Braves will still be in good hands with the juniors and sophomores that they have right now, because this is all second string playing right here. And we have a flag on the play.
Delay of game.
Really? So what was the clock on that? That was not very long. They just got set up.
Some of the players into the Braves. In at wide receiver, number 88, Garrett Finke.
Dylan Amick in the shotgun. Number 88, Garrett Finke, wide out to the left. Quick handoff to number 26, Carter King. And he takes it up.
That might have been a horse collar.
That might have been a horse collar.
He had one wrapped around his leg, one wrapped around the backside of his pads. You know,
I saw the official want to throw his flag.
That's where you have to be careful. He's being brought down by two guys in two separate parts of his body. You get dragged down at weird angles, and then that's how you really get injured. So Carter King.
Thankfully, no injuries tonight. No one been on the ground. No cramps even, especially with the hot weather the first quarter. I'm surprised we didn't see any cramps.
It cooled down pretty quick once the sun went down, thankfully.
Low snap to Dylan. Heads it off to number 34, Bowden Obst.
On the carry for the Braves, number 31, Brody Hamilton.
Brody Hamilton with the carry on that one.
8 of 5.
And as we saw with Carter King, Luke, you know, their running backs lack in size just a little bit. They're not small by any means, just a little bit on the smaller size compared to the rest of their team. But, you know, they're all fast.
They make up for it in speed.
Carter King especially, I did not expect that from him. But, you know, he just came out and like a lightning bolt, flew right through the line and got a really good gain for the Braves a couple plays ago.
Carter King takes it, dances around a couple of O'Neill Eagles defenders and takes it in for a Battle Creek touchdown. First touchdown for Carter King. First touchdown for Carter King tonight. Battle Creek not letting up the pressure at all.
Ryan Zoner. Number 47, Tyler Hasler.
We're going to see Battle Creek line up for the PAT.
The extra point, number 85, Jared Hasler.
The PAT is no good, short to the right. Score is Battle Creek 54, O'Neill Eagles 7 with 8:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. It seems like the stats aren't lying. Battle Creek is keeping up to their name as a run-heavy offense. A lot of runs tonight. As you can see, well, mostly throughout high school, when you watch high school, you see a lot of runs. But Battle Creek takes us to a whole nother level, having short, quick 3 to 5 second huddles, 2 second huddles. So they already know what they're going to do. They're going to run it. Yeah, you have all these great running backs, Carter King, Rich Brower, Reese Bodie. Peyton Frederick can even keep it himself, as you can see, and also Dylan Amick. He can also keep it himself. Run game is prestigious, to say the least.
So far tonight, Braves, they have 8 touchdowns. 6 or 7 of those I lost track on accident. I missed 1 touchdown, so I don't know for sure. 6 or 7 of their touchdowns have been from running, rush plays. Because you have 2 from Reese Bode, 1 from Carter King. Reese Bodie, excuse me. You have 1 from Carter King, 1 from Reese Bodie, 1 from the QB. It just starts to add up, and when you have multiple offensive threats like that, it's hard to keep track of them all. Especially when you're subbing in and out, it's hard to pay attention. The clock's rolling, got a million things going through your head. You got different formations and stuff like that you're trying to keep track of. You just lose track of who's there, and then before you know it, you're chasing them down the field.
Seems to be the song that is being sang all night long. Kickoff bobbled by number 18. Oh, by number 10 on O'Neill. Isaiah Munoz.
Kickoff return by number 10, Isaiah Munoz.
Brings it up to about the 48-yard line. Great return by Isaiah. Able to give their team good field position. Do you think O'Neill will be able to capitalize off their tempo from the last drive?
I think definitely. I think that their morale is definitely higher after they got a chance just to score, after they did score. So now they're saying, hey, it's looking bleak that we're going to win with 8 minutes left. But, you know, we're not going to go out of here like quitters. We're going to go out here, we're going to play 110% all the way through.
O'Neill has a new quarterback under center, number 1, Drew Morrow, the 145-pound freshman. Switching it up, number 33, Oliver Schluns, brought down 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Morrow under center, number 17, Michael McAllister on the right side. Another O'Neill on the far left, number 11, Mason Walsh. 3-yard gain by number 20. 3-yard gain by number 28, Levi Druecki. 3rd down and 8 for the Eagles. 3rd down and 8 for Drew Morrow, the freshman QB. First 3rd down appearance this game for Drew. Takes it in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looks deep, throws it to number 30, and it is caught. Walker Peter takes it up to about the 25-yard line. A great throw on the run and a great catch by Walker Peter. Able to get yards after catch, yak yards, as I like to call it.
Yards after catch, yaks.
You got yak and you got rack. Yards after catch or yards after contact. Drew Morrow takes it himself for a 3-yard gain. An avalanche of Battle Creek players bring it, only let him get a 4-yard gain on that run.
.608 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Time starts to wind down. O'Neill just trying to get one more touchdown on the board, try to cut this lead just by a little bit more.
Also in for Braves, number 7, Kate Larson.
Morrow under center. Morrow in the shotgun. Hunter Wilson off to the right. Looks left. Ooh, just out of the hands of number 28, Levi Jurecki. Went right through his hands, maybe a little nervous. First time out there playing for Levi. Or one of the first times this season. Sophomore. Maybe a little too giddy to turn upfield. You can see his head turn before he even had the ball. That's a big problem that you even still see with the pros today. They're just too eager just to turn upfield with it.
They're afraid of getting hit.
That too, but my biggest thing is that they turn their heads upfield, see if anybody's coming. They want to start turning upfield, and they just don't secure the ball. Drew Morrow under center in the I formation for O'Neill. Gets Battle Creek to jump. Flag on the play. Neutral zone infraction on Battle Creek. 5-yard penalty. It will be 3rd and 2 for O'Neill, or 3rd and 1, excuse me. Very close. O'Neill lines up in the I formation. Morrow under center. 2 wide out to the right. Quick handoff to the fullback. I don't think he got it. There was a lot of Battle Creek players there to stop him. It will be close.
56 and 50. Chase Canal, Landon Winan.
Chase Canal and Landon Winan on the stop. 4th and 1.
It's up 4th down and 1 for the Eagles.
Drew Morrow coming back after receiving the play from the coach. They will be going for it on 4th down. Drew gives the play to his team. Number 17 for O'Neill. Michael McAllister off to the left. I formation, Morrow under center. Quick handoff to the fullback. He's able to get the first down on the quick handoff to the fullback on O'Neill. Number 28, Levi Jurecki. Able to move the sticks. 4:15 left in the game as O'Neill tries to score one last time before the game is over.
1st and 10 Eagles.
Jim Morrow takes a snap, hands it off to number 33, Oliver Schlunz for the O'Neill touchdown. Second touchdown today by O'Neill. There's 3:47 left in the game. The Pierce versus West Point Beamer game, last update 20 minutes ago, 38-0, 8:06 left in the third. Looks like Pierce is definitely running away with that one. So O'Neill takes the extra, the PAT. It is no good. Low and off to the left. Score right now, Battle Creek Braves 54, O'Neill Eagles 13.
So I think Pierce, after tonight, they're going to stay number 1 in the district. Wayne, they were handily winning only by 11 to Boone Central last update that they had. And now Battle Creek is more than likely going to walk out of here tonight with a win. And so I think the district standings are going to pretty much stay the same the way that we see them as of today. NSAA website had District 5 set up. Pierce had 44 seeding points. Wayne had 42.3 seeding points. Battle Creek 41.3. So Battle Creek not far behind Wayne. They sit right around the same record. So
3:47 left in this game. It's probably safe to say that Battle Creek will come out of this game with a win.
Don't want to jinx them at all, but then again, thinking about it, 3:47 running clock.
Battle Creek getting the ball back.
What are the odds that we've seen on side kick here?
0. I think you'll just kick it deep. They already messed up on the first onside kick. Just a little mistake, going just a little bit too quick. It was a good kick by the kicker, don't get me wrong, but just the kickoff team moving just a little bit too quick, and you kicked it short, and they're turning for a kickoff. I think they'll just send this one deep. Carter King returns it, picks it up at the 15-yard line. Keeps going as O'Neill players wrap him up. There's just no quit in him. He's just going to keep going. Not much here to say. Game's pretty self-explanatory. Battle Creek Braves, we knew they were going to have a run-heavy team coming into the game, and that's what we saw today. Over 200 yards rushing for the Braves today. Scored 7 of their 8 touchdowns on
7 of their 8 touchdowns.
7 on their 8 on the ground.
Yes, like 7 of their 8 touchdowns on the ground today. And that's exactly me and Luke, you
getting ready for this game this week.
Yeah, getting ready for this game this week. The one thing that I kept on bringing up whenever we got together and we met about it, it was always, I'm pretty sure Wayne, they're going to have a run-heavy offense.
Wayne?
You're looking at, Wayne, I'm still thinking about that game. Battle Creek, they're going to have a run-heavy scheme tonight when you have Reese Bodie at 1,100 yards on the ground. That's going to be their main source of traction, main source of drive, main source of yards. They were averaging, before coming into the game, 211 rush yards per game and just 300.
Number 15 on Battle Creek. Will Hamer bobbles the snap, loses the snap, still able to get 4 yards on the play. Sorry for cutting you off, but it was almost a fumble. It was almost a turnover.
They're averaging over 200 rush yards a game, and that's one thing I kept on telling you and I kept on telling the production crew this week. I think Battle Creek's going to run away with this game.
They literally
and figuratively
ran away with this game.
Yeah. We're going to have to wait and see the final stats of the game, but I think that they definitely cleared 200 yards of rushing tonight. Added 7 more touchdowns to the team totals. And they averaged 25 points per game before coming into this contest.
Scoring 54 tonight, well doubled.
And a couple.
O'Neal averaging 18 a game, have 13 tonight, so a little bit under average.
Little over a minute left to go in this game.
Another low snap by Battle Creek. Number 15 with the stiff arm. Takes it outside, another stiff arm. One O'Neal player to beat, another stiff arm. Holds onto him, number 15. Will Hamer with a 45-yard run with 50 seconds left to go in the game. A little surprising that they didn't just run out the clock. Take a knee. Will Hamer just trying to get into the end zone any way they can.
Well, I said it during halftime, Luke. I said if I was Andrew Carlson, the one thing I tell my team, don't give up. It's just like another quarter. Like, you cannot give up on a game like this, because then that's how comebacks happen.
Every quarter is a new game.
Every quarter is a new game, exactly. And they treated it that way.
Tacking
on an extra couple touchdowns this half.
17 seconds left in the game. That presumably might be the last play of the game. Battle Creek seems to be walking out on the field, and that will be the last play of the game. Final score, Battle Creek Braves 54, O'Neal Eagles 13. This is kind of how we saw it was. Lance, I'm going to let you take it away.
I think before we get into the post-game show, we're going to take a quick break right here on the Hawk Sports Network, bring it back, wrap it up, and bring you the post-game show with your hosts, Luke and Lance Vi.
When you come here, you're just blown away by all the opportunities that there are here. They have sports and they have student activities all the time. There are so many things to do. I came out with a lot of friends, a lot of experiences that I never would have done. I feel like I'm ready to take on the world. My name is Angela, and I started my success at Northeast Community College.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back to the Hawk Sports Network for your post-game show with your host, Luke and Lance Vi. Luke, I think we saw a pretty overall good game of football today here in Battle Creek at the Bob Schnitzler Field.
Yeah, I think we saw a great game. Battle Creek literally ran away with the game, over 250 yards rushing on the game, being able to put up 35 going into halftime and not letting off the gas going into the second half. O'Neill also didn't show any quit in that second half, scoring 13 points in the fourth quarter, just keep on going with what they had. And if you were Andrew Carlson, what would you tell your team? If I was Andrew Carlson, the one thing I'd tell my team is that this was a good game. We're going to have to keep it up next week because next week we take on Pierce. And, you know, you're just going to have to keep up. We're going to take all the good stuff we did with today, and that was the run scheme. That was the run scheme, and that was getting the running plays going. That was getting the rushing touchdowns. That was catching them off guard, and that was running fast, playing hard, and not giving up. Luke, if you were head coach Brooke Eichelberger, what would you tell your O'Neill team heading into this weekend and as they go close out the remainder of the season sitting at 1-6? If I was the head coach of the O'Neill Eagles, I would tell them a great game. They did play a great game. Battle Creek, potentially a playoff team, and that could make a deep run in the playoffs. I still think that they did very, very well, not giving up in the fourth quarter. They never showed quit. Not once did I see O'Neill just give up on a play. You always saw players like Landon Clausen, Mason Walsh, and number 71 Corbin Grenier, as well as Walker Peter and Levi Drecke. They never gave up. And that's who I would that's who I would say are the star players on the team, the players that never want to give up in a game, no matter how lopsided it may be, no matter how close or how widespread the point spread is. I would just give them props for how they didn't give up. That's my main thing. All right, well, that's everything that you have for that we had for the post-game show. Kind of covered it, and now we want to get to the player of the game. Me and Luke, we haven't talked about it very much, but I think it's pretty easy to say Reese Bodie for Battle Creek Braves. Reese, he really came out today, and you know what? We were expecting him to just to come out and rush like a maniac, and you know what? He kind of did that. He had 2 touchdowns. Now he has 17 on the year for himself. He apexed 1,200 yards on the season for rushing yards. And you know what? I think he does deserve player of the game. We could say Reese Bodie, but we can also say the entire backfield for Battle Creek as player of the game. But any more thoughts from you? I just think Reese Bodie is the man. He did really good tonight. And then again, also we also have to give props to Rich Brower and Peyton Frederick, able just to keep the game going. And honestly, it'd be hard for Battle Creek just to do good without a quarterback like Peyton Frederick. There's not just one player that's the biggest player on Battle Creek. All of them work together like a well-oiled machine. I think Battle Creek is good because they're able to work as a team. And so that's everything that we have for you guys tonight. But before we wrap up, before we close it all out, next week, Battle Creek heads out to Pierce to the more than likely 6-0 Pierce Blue Jays. The big game of the week. Big game of the year for this team in this district. Playing the number 1 team in the district. If they win, they more than likely will overtake Wayne as number 2 seed in the district. So that's going to be definitely a good game. Be on the lookout for that. And O'Neill next week, they will be playing at home versus Wayne. So Battle Creek is hoping that even though Battle Creek beat O'Neill tonight, they're hoping that O'Neill can take what happened, go home, learn from their mistakes, and then beat Wayne coming into next week. And Battle Creek right now, they're sitting at 3rd. They're just fighting for a chance to get to the playoffs. But that's everything that we have right now. That has been your wrap-up show and your post-game show. I just want to take a second, or me and Luke just want to take a second and give a huge thank you to our camera ops, Leonard Schechter, Jordan Kemp, Connor Luby, and Christopher Thiem. They were our camera ops tonight. Thank you to Jessica running the switcher tonight. Thank you to Brian. Big thank you to Brian, or Mr. Anderson, as we should be calling him, for, looking over everything, making sure everything's going all right, and, always finding those workarounds. Thank you to Battle Creek Public Schools for letting us take over their press box and giving us this opportunity to just come out here and learn and experience the game like we should.
Yeah, another big thank you to Battle Creek for allowing us, like Luke said, come out here, use part of their best press box. I'm assuming other people would have loved to have also letting us use the press box and also allowing us to come out here and film and record the game and stream it live for you guys out there. Well, that's everything we have for you tonight. This has been the post-game Friday Night Lights post-game wrap-up show here on the Hawk Sports Network.
Here are your candidates for homecoming king and queen. Our first couple is Reese Bodie and Zoe Reeves. Reese Bodie is the son of Brent and Tanya Bodie. Reese has been in football for 4 years where he has received all district honors and all Nebraska honorable mention, as well as Norfolk Daily News second team and Super 6 selection. Reese has also been in basketball and track for 4 years. He's a state track and Norfolk Track Classic participant. Reese has played baseball for 12 years and has been in the State Junior Legion Tournament. He has been a member of the National Honor Society for 2 years, serving as president this year. Reese has been a trailblazer for 2 years and is senior class treasurer. Reese is a member of St. Patrick's Catholic Church and is a member of CYO. Zoe Reeves is the daughter of Buck and Tammy Reeves. Zoe has been involved in volleyball, basketball, and student council for 4 years, FCCLA for 3 years, track and speech for 2 years, and National Honor Society for 1 year. She has been on the 8 honor roll for 3 years. Zoe is a member of the St. John Lutheran Church Youth Group for 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Reese Bodie and Zoe Reeves. Our next royalty couple is Mason Mink and Kaylee Osborne. Mason Mink is the son of Todd and Lori Mink. Mason has participated in football for 4 years and basketball and track for 3 years. He is a 7-letter award winner. Mason was selected as all-district honorable mention in football as a junior and academic all-state in basketball as a sophomore. Mason is a member of the National Honor Society and is a member of Our Savior Lutheran Church. Kaylee Osborne is the daughter of Robert and Julie Osborne. Kaylee has been involved in volleyball, dance, student council, and FCCLA for 4 years. Won ACTS for 3 years and National Honor Society for 1 year. She has been a dance captain for 2 years. In FCCLA, Kaylee received first place at the STAR competition and was accepted to go to nationals. Kaylee is taking wrestling stats for 2 years and is a girls' state qualifier. She serves in the children's ministry at Harvest Church. Kaylee has also helped with Night to Shine, Mercy Meals, and Norfolk with Love Outreach. Ladies and gentlemen, Mason Mink and Kaylee Osborne. Our third royalty couple is Peyton Frederick and Renee Brummels. Peyton Frederick is the son of Gary and Jamie Frederick. Peyton has been involved in football, basketball, and golf for 4 years. He has been active in Trailblazers for 2 years. Peyton was selected to Boys State and is a member of the St. John Lutheran Church. Renee Brummels is the daughter of Tasha and Chris Morrison and Daniel and Carly Brummels. Renee has participated in volleyball, basketball, track, dance, and student council for 4 years, FCCLA and Quiz Bowl for 3 years, and National Honor Society for 2 years. She is a 2-year volleyball captain. Renee is a state champion triple jumper and holds the school record. She also placed in the long jump and 100-meter hurdles at state track. Renee is the student council secretary and vice president of the National Honor Society. Renee is a member of St. John's Lutheran Church in Randolph. Ladies and gentlemen, Peyton Frederick and Renee Brummels. Our final royalty candidates are Chase Oltmans, Brianna Zoner, and Megan Luck. Chase Oltmans is the son of Heather Oltmans and the late Joel Oltmans. Chase has been involved in football for 4 years where he has earned all district honors. He has been involved in basketball for 3 years and track for 2 years. Chase has also been in CYO Youth Group at St. Patrick's Catholic Church. Brianna Zoner is the daughter of Kevin and Jolene Zoner. An 8 honor roll student, Brianna has been involved in basketball, volleyball, and track for 4 years. She has been a volleyball captain for 2 years and has participated in the Norfolk Track Classic and State Track Meet. Brianna is a member of the National Honor Society and the Student Council. She has volunteered at Smile Inc. for 6 years and has been in 4-H for 10 years. Brianna is a member of St. John Lutheran Church, where she helps run the soundboard and is a member of the Light Youth Group. Megan Lutt is the daughter of Chris and Christy Lutt. Megan has been involved in FCCLA, speech and drama, and student council for 4 years, golf for 3 years, and volleyball, basketball, and track for 1 year. In FCCLA, Megan is a Nebraska State Peer Team Officer. She is a member of the National Honor Society. Megan is a member of Our Savior Lutheran Church. She works at Goody's Grill. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Oltmans, Brianna Zoner, and Megan Lutt. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Queen candidates, please step forward. Here to help crown the homecoming queen is last year's queen, Bailey Herbert. Bailey is the daughter of Britt Tyler Herbert. Bailey is currently attending Northeast Community College, majoring in elementary education. She works at Fairplay Golf Course. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Battle Creek High School homecoming queen is Renee Rummels. King candidates, please step forward. Here to help crown the king is last year's king, Luke Stuvey. Luke is the son of Barry and Tony Stuvey. He is currently working in Kingsville and Norfolk. Luke plans on attending Northeast Community College next semester for electrical and mechanical studies. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Battle Creek High School homecoming king is Reese Bodie. And especially Queen Renee Brummels and King Reese Bodie. Thank you for all attending the Battle Creek Homecoming 2020, and have a great night.